Hi, Drew. How you doing?
Paul, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Drew.
Okay.
There is a great. Hopefully, it's pretty slim, but there is a non-zero chance that this podcast will be interrupted. Uh, my wife and daughter are currently at the emergency room.
Oh, shit. What's going on?
So, I love my daughter very much, and if she listens to this, I hope she does. She's not the most dexterous person in the world. She's kind of clumsy.
Okay.
And she has a lot of apparatus for doing her hair that get very hot.
Oh, no.
All right, no. So a few days ago, she dropped, I believe it was her straight iron, onto her arm and burned herself pretty good. This is not the first time she has done this.
Okay.
I joke that she needs to like do her hair wearing one of those like outfits that like F1 like drivers wear that are fireproof.
Yeah, burn suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we sit down to eat dinner, and she kind of reaches out her hand, and my wife kind of notices like, hey, the burn site's getting all kind of like it's puffy, and then we see a red line coming off of it going up her arm. And I'm like, you need to go to the emergency room.
Oh, it's infected.
Yeah, it's infected. So hopefully everything's fine. I mean, I'm hoping like best case scenario it's just like overnight like antibiotics or something, but like yeah, so that's happening now. I told my wife, like, if it's not urgent, send me a text. If it's urgent, give me a call. So
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we haven't been able to record for a month,
Yeah,
so
it's all
what's
right.
one more week?
Yeah, it's a hiatus. I mean, but you know what? Until then, I'm going to assume like everything's fine, and let's just do it.
Okay, so in the spirit of late breaking podcast news,
Okay.
there is a topic on the podcast list tonight,
Okay.
but
But
we can't talk about it unless did you receive a package yesterday or today that you did not order?
No.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and strike this one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about that today.
Okay.
Not to spoil the surprise, but you will have something arriving for that topic.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Much like your beloved handheld sites that you order from, where it comes from U.S. warehouse.
Okay.
The tracking information is not great.
Okay. Yeah.
So
is it like a 17 track website or something? Like
yeah,
they coming from China.
Those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
no.
U.S. warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that
air
means.
Quotes. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll table that one because we got other things to sort of talk about. So sort of leading things off here. You're right. It has been a little hiatus. The holidays were pretty hectic for all of us, I think.
Yep.
For those of you getting caught up, so like just an example, we're recording this now on January 15th. The last episode we recorded was
before
2
Christmas.
weeks before Christmas. Yeah. And a lot of that had to do with, hey, Zach was home and Vito got his big boy operation. And there was like a week where my wife and I did nothing but try to keep him calm. It turns out that's really hard with an 8-month-old puppy.
Who I love, by the way. He's my favorite dog in the world right now.
I'll tell you what. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where I want the topic to go. But that's not to say that you and I didn't get a chance to hang out over our Christmas break.
Yeah,
so we did have a game night. And I gotta say, first of all, yes, you were definitely Vito's favorite. Now I don't know if that's because you were the first person to arrive or Yorkies recognize their own, right?
Yeah. I mean, come on, like, yeah, that's a good dog.
Yeah,
he was very excited. Yeah,
he is a dog. He is a dog. He was kind of skittish around everybody else, but eventually he calmed down, and I was able to play some games. So the one game that you brought over that I actually really enjoyed was that Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings: Fate of the Fellowship. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
it's like pandemic inspired. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you had talked about the game on this
Mhm.
podcast when you talked about the little retreat that you guys
Mhm.
did for work. And, I listened to it. I'm like, "Okay, well, that sounds kind of interesting." But in my head, I just kinda pictured, this is just a reskin of Pandemic. It's
Mhm.
definitely not a
It's
reskin of
it's
Pandemic.
not.
It's
No,
not.
no, no.
100% not.
Mhm.
There's
Mm.
there's way more mechanics. I wanna
Yeah.
say it is like Pandemic plus plus.
Yeah, it's a little heavier than Pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because there's all these interesting different win conditions. Just wiping the board clean doesn't
Yeah. Yeah.
doesn't really
Nope.
matter. It's
Mm.
important. Um, all the different characters have different powers, and you sort of have to be cognizant about what they do. And um, it can be a real fucking big kick in the nuts,
Mhm. Yeah, well, yeah, it's
as
mean.
we
It's mean.
witnessed.
Mhm. It's mean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think the general consensus among the group that we had over to play the game was we would definitely play that again.
Yeah, yeah,
And
well,
then
yeah.
we played some Heat,
Mhm.
which is always a good time.
Yeah, and that the
Uh,
map, I think we played what, Spain? Was that the word?
yeah, the
Yeah,
tunnel map.
oh, man, and that was oof, oof. That
Yep.
was a bitey track too. Mm.
Yep, yep. That was something. I actually did better than I normally do at that game. I mean, I didn't win, but I didn't spin out nearly as much.
Yeah,
Um,
I misplayed, like, the first turn a little bit, and I spent most of the time catching up after that. I did catch up. Like,
you
I was
did.
very impressed by how, I didn't win either, but,
Yeah.
I got caught up, and that was my goal, so, yeah.
Yep. And then we
Mm.
played some Take 5 or 6
Oh,
Nimmt,
yeah.
which is
So
just
Take 5, I bought that while I was at your house,
yeah.
and it came, and, that's been a big hit at my house. We played it this time with Zachary, and the last couple nights, my daughter's like, after dinner, "Can we play Take 5?" And then we did, yeah, yeah.
It's so good.
It's
It's
really
so
good.
good and it's so easy to teach. It's like,
Mhm.
do you I mean
Yeah.
there's no rules. It's just numbers.
Numbers, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I did end up having a second game night that you weren't able to make it to,
Yeah.
but we actually convinced my wife
Yeah, I
to
heard that.
play.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so that
yeah.
was fun,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
she enjoyed it too. So that's kind of the big Christmas break recap. We are recording episode 300. We never really
300!
we never really
Fireworks.
determined what we want
No,
to do. Although I
no.
do have an idea that I'll share with you.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
it'd be fun. We
Hmm.
haven't done in a while. So we haven't done like a stream,
Yeah,
and we haven't done an in-person thing. So what do you say, because Twitch has really come a long way in terms of like collaborative streams.
okay.
We should play some sort of co-op game
Oh, I
and
like
stream it
that.
together.
I like that. What can we play?
That's a great question. That's a great question because you know, if it's something you're going to play on the console, that's not
Yeah,
necessarily out of the question. But
yeah, I
if it's
mean, so
something on the PC,
mhm. That's
we
gonna
just
be
have to kind of think about what
mhm,
that's going to be.
mhm. Yeah, I mean, I can liberate my son's gaming PC in a pinch, so and which is still here. He did not take it with him to college, so
Good for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Good for him. I
Mhm.
assume he's back at school now.
Yeah, yeah, he started it back up this week. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we didn't really make a big deal out of the holidays this year, just with everything going on, and we did make it to episode 300, which is
Yeah, I mean,
bonkers.
can you imagine that? Like, yeah, we've been doing this for a long
Abs-
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely fucking bonkers. Um, yeah.
Okay.
So I think let's kind of park that.
Okay.
And let's think about what game we could want to play. I mean, I'm sort of tempted to say Diablo just because you could like teach me how to play that game.
Okay.
But there are like other fun co-op games that we
Yeah.
could play.
Yeah, we can figure something out for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I think what would be kind of fun is I had put together sort of an agenda for tonight. So looking back at 2025, because you and I have a lot of shared interests, like we obviously played a lot of video games this year. There was a big year for music for you, which by the
Oh.
way,
Mhm.
side note, right before we started recording, I just happened to pop on Blue Sky.
Oh,
And
dude, I've watched that like 3 times already. Oh.
I'm
Mm.
not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that song, and I'm also not the world's biggest Guar fan. But
Oh.
we'll put a link in the show notes in
Yeah.
case you don't follow
Yeah.
either of us on Blue Sky. It is Guar covering Pink Pony
Pony
Club.
Club. Yep. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
I think you've made it as an artist when Guar covers one of your songs. So
Mhm. Mhm.
big shout out to what's her like Chappelle Roan, whatever her name is. Like, yeah, congratulations, you've
Yeah, you
made it.
made it.
You've
You
made
made
it.
it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
100% made it.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh
so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do like our sort of best of 20
yeah,
25 things, and we're like 2 weeks late doing this, obviously, but
okay, yeah,
things that we really liked on a variety of topics, and we're gonna start with video games. So I think it's gonna be the
yeah.
most straightforward. So,
Mm-hmm.
Paul, when you look back on 2025, if you
Mm-hmm.
had to pick one, like what would
One.
be number one for you?
It's the one I put in the show notes first, Ghost of Yote. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, PlayStation 5 exclusive for now, but it's the spiritual successor to a Ghost of Tsushima. It adds a lot more mechanics. The story's good. Like it's just a great. If you like that game, you're gonna love this one. It's good. It introduces multiple weapons. The story is very interesting. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's an absolute gem of a game. I love playing it. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Mhm.
have you finished it?
I did. Yes, I finished
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Got it.
I
Got
haven't
it.
like I have not 100%ed it. I may go back and like go for the plat as us Sony ponies say,
Mhm.
go for the
Mhm.
platinum trophy,
Mhm.
but no, I've been busy playing other things. So, yeah. Other
Okay.
thing really. Uh
What other
oh,
thing?
it's the next one on my list, man.
Okay, so go ahead and hit it.
Diablo 4 season 11. It's the season of divine intervention. They changed
Oh,
a
did
lot.
they
Mhm.
this is the one where they added paladins, right?
Yeah, if you pre-order the expansion, you unlock the paladin class. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna play the fucking expansion, Drew. Like, and not only did I buy the expansion, I bought the most expensive one because I
How
wanted the
could you not?
skins. Yeah.
How could you not?
Uh, but even I've also played a little bit of Sorcerer this time around. It's they've really like it's not Path of Exile hard now, but it is more difficult. They've changed like
Mm.
some monster behavior. They revamped some of the mechanics, and the paladin is just a fucking blast to play.
I'm
I've
tempted. I
mhm.
am tempted because I in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, like that was my jam.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always like those classes.
it's a fun class, and yeah. They just introduced the tower, which is like competitive leaderboards. I haven't played that yet.
Mm.
Uh, but I might check that out. Still in beta, and I've heard it's a little buggy. But I
Mm.
mean, I'm not going to be in the leaderboards, right? Like I have, I'm so mad. This is like I'm having so much fun this season, but it's the first time I have not seen a mythic item drop, and I'm a little pissed about that. So like,
Well, I sort of get Diablo news
mhm,
tangentially, and I
yeah.
thought that they had like made everybody happy with the loot now.
It's yeah. They've tweaked some of like the upgrade mechanics to make it a little less random. Uh there's still just way too much fucking loot in the game. It just is. Like the expansion's supposed to introduce loot filters, and I cannot wait for that. Like I hope
Uh-huh.
it's just like auto salvages everything, not in loot filter, because you still need those crafting materials. But there's just like you spend like 20 minutes playing, and then you spend 20 minutes digging through your pockets, figuring out what's good, and like there's not enough stash space by default. And it's just yeah, there's still some issues there, but it's getting better. I mean, they season 10 was also really good, but 11 is really it's if you look at like the active player chart, this is the first season that's like retained like the amount of players that they had. Like you could always get a boost at the beginning of the season, but it hasn't really dropped off like the other seasons had. So I think they have a good
Okay.
one on their hands. Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
What about
Now,
you?
yeah, now
Oh,
for me, right?
mhm.
If I look back at games that I played this year, um, there's like there's like three that really show up on my list. Two of them, though, really aren't 2025 games technically. I
Oh,
mean, the first,
neither's Diablo 4, so
well, but
yeah.
that's like a live service game, right?
Yeah.
They're always adding things. So, like, I can kind of see it. So, Escape from Tarkov was the number one game that I played this year. I spent, I only started playing it back in April, and I amassed like 1,000 hours in this game. Very much like your Diablo 2 experience. It's go into a raid or a game session, try not to die, and whatever you bring out, you keep. Whatever you lose or drop, you don't. And a lot of time that requires you to filter and play inventory Tetris and all this other stuff. And It's just really fun. I'm only playing the PvE version. Don't at me. There's too many cheaters in PvP. But the PvP experience, like the core game loop and everything about it is just really fun. And I have a couple other people that I play with. I actually met some people this year by streaming it,
Oh, nice.
who helped me out, and they still pop in and play with me from time to time. So that was kind of a cool experience. So that's like kind of honorable mention. The other one's Factorio. Now
I've
Factorio's been out.
I wanted to get into that. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that is. I'll tell you what. Um, I have a lot of friends that hate it.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to crafting games, and for those of you who don't know, this is like an automation crafting type game. You start crash landed on a planet. It is a pure overhead view game. It is not 3D, which don't let that put you off. It actually is really, really, really good. The 2D artwork and sprites are amazing. For the amount of complexity in the game and the size of the planet that you get to explore, it's pretty freaking impressive. They did release an expansion called Space Age, which is just like yet another tier of grinding in that game. So the whole premise of the game is automation. So it's like you land on the planet and it's like you salvage pieces of your ship and you get metal plates and you get stone and you get wood and you turn those into other things. And then like you sort of realize like, wow, it really takes me a long time to click these buttons. Wouldn't it be great if I could make a drill that extracted this? And then I built a furnace that I could put, with a conveyor belts that it all went into and then take the output of that and put it in a factory.
Yeah.
That's what the game is. And it has even the base game, and like there's a whole very, very active modding community that either makes the game easier. A lot of them just add on to the game with things, adding additional resources, enemies, things like that, just expanding the experience. I love it. I really do. When I want a game that sort of like just tickles my brain a little bit, that's what I like to play because it's pretty easy to learn. It's really tough to master because you're always looking for ways to be more efficient. And then as you sort of expand, you sort of have to build out the planet. And instead of just building one little factory, you end up building a bunch of little factories and they become one gigafactory. And there's trains.
Ooh.
Yep. You can automate an entire train network in there. Apparently, and this might actually tip you over the edge. They just released a Switch 2 version.
I saw that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
apparently it's
Does
great.
it run really well? Okay.
It supposedly it
Okay.
runs really well, and the whole touchscreen interface really lends itself well to it. Now, I will tell you that the first time you play it, you should definitely do the tutorial. And after you finish the tutorial and you generate your first world, there is like an enemy mechanic that also builds against you. So as you expand, you generate pollution, which causes the fauna to become more aggressive and mutate.
Hmm.
So there is a quote unquote pacifist option where that all still happens, but they don't attack you unless you attack them.
Okay.
Because I will tell you, while it's very challenging and very fun to build out a defensive network, if you don't know when it's coming,
Got it.
it's a huge pain in the ass. Like that is like, okay, I'm gonna just load my save. Um,
Got it. Okay.
yeah, but it's really good. If you've ever enjoyed games like Transport Tycoon or Roller Coaster Tycoon, it's very, very much inspired by those games. And then with Space Age, you have, usually in base Factorio, your goal is to build a rocket ship and launch it into space. Like that is considered the end of the game, even though you can keep playing. Now, once you launch the rocket, you go to space and you can travel to other planets that have like a different mechanic. Like there's a volcanic planet that's high heat. There is a planet that has like these really interesting like bio type resources like fungus that you have to harvest. Like it's really, really interesting. I have not completed Space Age. I have launched the rocket a couple times. But anyway, but that's not really a new game for 2025. I will tell you that the game that I did buy this year and I'm enjoying very much is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Okay. Okay.
Now, have you played this?
I have not. No,
Did you play the first one?
I did not.
Okay. So the whole premise of this game is it's medieval times, the video game.
Okay.
It is extremely period correct.
I've heard, yeah, extremely accurate. Yeah.
Extremely accurate. It's Skyrim for adults.
Okay.
It's Skyrim if Skyrim had consequences, because, like, stealing from people, murdering people, being a bad person, it's a play style, it's a lifestyle, but goddamn, you're gonna have a tough time, if you try to hoe that road. I played the first one, and I played it for, like, 6 hours, and I'm like, "This isn't for me." But then I saw the good press and awards and nominations that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 bought. So right around Thanksgiving, I bought it. It was on sale. I bought it and started it up, and I've been unable to put it down. The story is extremely compelling. It is a challenging game, but it is, like I said, if you are into fantasy medieval stuff at all, extremely good game. Combat is very satisfying. It is very hard. It is very unforgiving. There's a lot of systems and crafting, and the storytelling is incredible. I want to say that it's one of the better video game stories that I've experienced in the past couple of years. So if you're looking for a game to sort of just immerse yourself in, it does start out a little slow. Like the first 2 hours is just one long extended tutorial, as you sort of get introduced to the world. But once it finally lets you loose and go do your thing, it's pretty fucking awesome. So that to me is my game of the year.
Okay.
Let's see, how many hours am I into that game now? Let me check Steam real quick. I have not finished it yet, so I don't know how it ends. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I have played 30 hours.
Okay.
So I think I'm getting close to the end, but I couldn't tell you for sure. But it's really good. I would say definitely give that a shot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add it to my PlayStation wish list so I don't lose track of it.
Yeah, I would be curious if it ever shows up on like PlayStation Plus, but I don't know.
Kingdom. Yeah, no, it's we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna give it a good old big old heart.
Big old heart.
Big old heart. That's the wish list. Yeah, 6.92 reviews on PlayStation, 34,000 ratings. Yeah, people must like it.
Yeah.
Oh, the Royal Edition's actually on sale right now for
yeah. There is a lot
$45.
of there is a lot of DLC,
Okay.
and some of the DLC is technically horse armor, but there's more to it than that.
I like cosmetics, so yeah, I can't. Yeah,
yeah. You can make your horse look like a unicorn. Mm-hmm.
The sale goes through. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll pick this up this weekend. We'll see how.
Yeah,
we'll see how.
I can definitely see how it wouldn't be for everybody, but I think it might be for you if
Okay,
if you enjoyed Fallout, if you enjoy Obsidian games. This is made by Deep Silver. I think it's incredibly well done.
Cool.
Now, setting video games aside for a minute, you are obviously a huge music person. I am not.
A little bit.
I am not. So I don't have favorite music from this year.
Okay.
If I did, you would just make fun of me.
I wouldn't make fun. I mean, what do I listen to? Like, come on. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but not only do you have music that you're passionate about and a genre that you're passionate about, you know a lot about it. I don't.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time.
That's not,
yeah.
It's not me, right? I like music. Music is good, but I'm not passionate about it the way you are. So tell us a little bit about stuff that you like this year from music.
Right. There's 4/5 albums this year that I really, really enjoyed. My best album of the year is the Callous Cowboys. I Don't Want to See You in Heaven. It's just an absolute freaking masterpiece.
All right, here we go. We're gonna play. No. Who's gonna listen to this track?
You've done this one before.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and I would not recommend some of the others just because. I mean,
okay.
If you want to, go ahead. But like Callous Cowboys, I Don't Want to See You have an absolute masterpiece. Like, so glad I got to see them live finally. To come anywhere close again in the future. They're in the studio making another album. I will travel to see this band. It was so fun. The atmosphere was great. I love their music. And they're like a small band, so like I bought my t-shirt from like the bass player and the violin player. Like it's just that's how they roll. Second, it's a band I discovered like last year, I think, and they have a new album. It's Tooth. The album is Labyrinthine. I think I mispronounced that horribly. They call themselves like Fairy Doom. It's more doomy, it's more sludgy. It's a mix of clean vocals. It's an all-female band. They're just absolutely incredible. They are touring, but they're not coming close. At least not like in a time frame that's easy for me to travel, but it's really good. If you're looking for something,
Face Tooth.
Faytooth, yeah,
Faytooth.
Faytooth, yeah, it's good.
Huh.
Yeah.
They have a lot of piercings.
Yeah. And honestly, as far as the metal goes, it's more like it is heavy, but like it's mostly clean vocals. There is some, there is some screams in there as well, but
Give me one.
it's
Give me
uh,
one track. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Give me one track.
what would be the best track? Hold on, let me open my Spotify. Hold on, that's not showing me. What is the most popular song on that album? Give me a sec. Real time update. My daughter is not dying. They're giving her some antibiotics and cleaning it up. So
Good for her.
yeah, yeah. No one is gonna die. Fade Tooth, Labyrinth, everything. Uh, you know what? Do the second track, Death of Day.
Death of
Death of Day.
Death of Day.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Kicking it off now.
That's just like heavy bass, if I remember correctly.
A lot of some bass happening now. Mm-hmm. Okay, here comes the guitar. Okay, starting out a little slow.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like it's inspired by like it's when I say doom metal is usually very slow, like kind of just sludgy, like you're just like walking through a swamp, like
Okay, this isn't terrible.
No. And there will be some harsher, more extreme vocals in there, but they're always kind of like it's secondary to the cleans. So yeah.
Hold on.
It's good. Mm-hmm. You getting? Yeah.
I want to hear some vocals. We're 46 seconds in.
Yeah. Like around yeah.
Nope, that was a fake out. Nope.
Okay.
I thought for sure.
I think it starts around like the minute mark or minute and a half. Go. Yeah.
Nope. Minute 2. We're not there. Okay,
Shit.
hold on.
Okay, hold on. No.
Oh.
Yeah, at a minute. I just went to the lyrics and clicked on it. It starts. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Where does the heavy stuff come in though? Like where does the heavy screaming come in?
It's always very just like there's multiple vocalists, so sometimes someone will be singing clean and there'll be like harsher vocals over top of that. So it's they do a mix. I would say they're primarily clean vocals, like 95% of it is clean. The next album is all extreme vocals all the way down. Loner Shore came out with a new album and it is called I Feel the Ever Black Festering Within Me. And it is
great name.
It is heavy. Their lead
10
singer
10 million plays.
Oh, dude, Loner Shore
801,000.
Loner Shore's plays. One of the most popular metal bands out right now. They're technically deathcore. Will Ramos, for my money, is still the best extreme vocalist performing today. His vocals are just absolutely bonkers. Like you listen to him and you're like, he has to be using distortion or something. And sometimes he does like layer his vocals, but like it's all him. Those noises are coming out of his face. It's very heavy. I would not recommend this be anyone's first metal band ever. I mean, it's more approachable than black metal, but it's good. They continue to knock out good stuff. I wish the vocals were a little higher up in the mix in this one, but it's still a really good album. They're coming to Sonic Temple, so I get to see them live. And last, another one of my favorite bands, a band called Face Yourself. They're also deathcore. They don't release full albums. They release like EPs, which are shorter. And this year they released 2 EPs. They're both really good. The first one is Martyr, and the second one is Fury. They're like short, so like each song is like the longest song's maybe 3 minutes. Most of them are probably like under 2. They're just short, brutal. They're coming back to Columbus in May or March. They're opening up for the Browning. I'm probably just gonna go to that show and see Face Yourself and then walk right out the door. But
okay.
Yep, but it's good. So it was a good year for heavy metal. I mean, I probably could pick like a bunch of other band artists as well, but these are my favorite ones of the year. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really have anything to add there just because like I it's not something I go out of my way to do. Okay. So now let's talk about gadgets and other shit we
Yeah.
played with this year.
Yeah.
So you go
Yeah.
first.
Why don't you go? Why don't you go? I just talked about bands
Yeah.
for 30 for like 10 minutes. Oh,
Yeah, so I would say that, I've got a few and it's really hard to choose one. And I am going to cheat a little bit here. And one of these is actually an app, not necessarily a gadget.
okay. That counts.
So the first one is the 3M Peltor ComTac 6 tactical headset.
Sorry, I
No,
didn't mean to
no,
laugh
oh,
immediately.
hear me out though. Hear me out though. Like,
Tactical headset. Okay.
yep.
Okay.
Now, listen. We have had a great laugh about my tactical cosplay and my
Mm-hmm.
shooting competition gear. Ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. Drew's a weirdo. This though, even though it says tactical headset, this is actually hearing protection.
Which makes you need that for
Yeah,
shooting. Yeah, 100%.
yeah. Now,
Oh.
in the past, typically what I do is I just wear earplugs. I have Surefire earplugs. I'm not gonna link those. They're relatively inexpensive. They're like 12 or 14 bucks. You can get different sizes and different things that fit in your ear. And that's typically what I roll with. A lot of people like the whole earmuff experience. Some people even double up. They'll do earplugs and a headset. Now, when I'm at the range by myself, that's usually enough. If I'm just at the range with one other person, usually that's enough. But there's been a few occasions this year, especially when I've gone to competitions or I've gone to long range shooting destinations where there's a lot of people, there's a lot of noise, a lot of stuff going on, and you eat with hearing protection on. You really got to shout to get people's attention. Now, when it comes to hearing protection, there's a lot of different levels of protection. There's a lot of different features. Since time immemorial, like when I first got into shooting, it was all earmuffs and earplugs. That was it. That was your choice. And then as Bluetooth became more and more prevalent, companies started making Bluetooth enabled headsets, and they're really interesting. For one, you could be Bluetooth to the headset and you could play music. So, like if you were mowing the grass, for example, a lot of those headsets are rated the same as things for like hearing protection for shooting. Because it's, rather than sharp, loud noises, it's consistently loud noise or things like that. But then what companies started doing is once they started embedding electronics into headsets, what they started doing was like active noise cancellation. And the whole idea behind that is you can put little microphones on the headset. And what you'll see this referred to is impulse. So like let's say you and I are in a field and I have one of my guns. You and I can be talking and the headset microphone, like if you and I were both wearing active listening headsets, we could be talking to each other. The microphone would pick up our voices and amplify that so we wouldn't have to shout at each other over our hearing protection. And if in the process of me talking to you, I shoot the gun, the microphone senses the impulse, filters out that noise from our conversation, and allows us to still hear our surroundings without hearing the gunshot.
Okay. So
So
it's
that
selective noise cancellation. Yeah.
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 And that has sort of become the norm for electronic headsets. And this particular headset is no different, except these headsets have something else too, and that is built-in wireless communication. So, the reason that these are referred to as tactical headsets is that for military and security operations, you'll notice that the picture, if you go to that website, there is basically a microphone on this. And there's actually two microphones if you look really carefully. The first one is actually like a lead that comes off of one of the sides and goes in front of your mouth. The other one is on one of the ear
I
cups.
see that.
It's that
Yeah.
little thing there. That is like the active listening piece that I just referred to. And then you
Okay.
have this communication device that can either be right in front of your mouth or you can put it off to the side. And in the basic example here, there's also a down lead that comes off of that you could plug into a radio. So if you are like a amateur radio operator, for example, and you wanted to have a headset that you could have in the field for shooting, but also have the ability to talk to people over UHF, VHF frequencies, that's what you can do.
Nice.
However, that's not what I bought because those are really expensive. There's one tier down from this, and it has what is called NIB, or Natural Interaction Behavior Technology. Now, what this is this is a turnkey near field communication technology.
Oh.
So let's go back to that scenario where we're at the shooting range. There's a lot of sounds going off, and we're maybe 6 or 7 feet away from each other. You're on the firing line. I'm behind you, spotting where you're shooting. Okay. Very, very common scenario. This is what me and my friend typically do. We take turns shooting and spotting, giving either corrections, pointers, things like that. The nice thing about this is that, there's too much shooting and things going on. And even with the active listening technology, it's still hard to hear each other. The NIB is basically device to device communication. So either with push to talk or sensing when I'm talking, it transmits back and forth between the headset and will automatically transmit to any headset within a 6-meter radius.
Nice.
So I bought one of these towards the end of the shooting season, and I bought one from my buddy for his Christmas and birthday present. And we've taken them to the range. They're extremely comfortable. They're very lightweight. The technology is really, really cool. It works really well. We had them out there, just testing it out and using it. I would say that this is one of the better investments I made. Typical good hearing protections anywhere from $60 to $80. These are significantly more than that. So it's definitely a little bit more of an investment. But with as much shooting as I've done this year and the things that we want to keep doing, like it just kind of makes sense to do that. So I want to say that of all the different things that I have sort of bought this year, this was one of my better ones. Now, the other one that I want to highlight here, and we've talked about it on the show before, feel free to go back and listen to it, is my travel router.
Yep.
I have fallen in love with this thing. I love taking this thing places.
I still think it looks like a happy robot.
It is a little happy robot. So this has made probably a half dozen business trips with me. It
Nice.
made it back to and from Europe for us. So like it's great to be able to just go to a hotel room, plug this in to the wall, and then once you join it joins the hotel Wi-Fi. Your phones, your computers, whatever, just keep joining this. So everywhere I go, I never have to join my computer to a hotel Wi-Fi. I never have to join my phone to a hotel Wi-Fi. This joins it. And then because I'm in the Ubiquiti ecosystem, my Ubiquiti router has built-in VPN protocols. WireGuard is one of them, and this router supports WireGuard. So like you configure WireGuard on the router, you configure WireGuard at home, and anywhere I travel, my workflow is literally plug this in, have it join the hotel Wi-Fi, have my phone join it, and you can either configure the touchscreen or a little switch on the side to turn on VPN. And I'm VPN'd in my house. I get Plex. My communications are a little more encrypted. It's not just over the air Wi-Fi anymore. It's great. I mean, I've thrown it in my carry-on. I've thrown it in my travel bag. Yeah, I think everybody should have one of these. I seriously considered getting you one for Christmas, but I have another plan.
Apparently.
I do. But that was the other one. And then finally, sort of like runner-up app of the year is Applied Ballistics Quantum.
Quantum.
Yes. So again, taking the shooting thing really, really serious this year and getting more and more involved with it. A good ballistic calculator goes a long way. And this is considered to be the best. So what Applied Ballistics is they are a laboratory that does testing on all sorts of different ballistic projectiles. And they build up a database of ballistic coefficients and performance things. And they have developed this app called AB Quantum. You can download it on the App Store. There is a free version, and there are other like subscription-based options you can pay for. Now, at a glance, this is just another ballistic calculator, but it also gives you hit probabilities around a certain distance. It is really, really good out of the box, even though we still have to do some ballistic coefficient truing and things like that. It allows you to store multiple rifles, multiple cartridges for those rifles, and it gives you just really, really good information. But what also really sets this apart is that it is an ecosystem of applications. So like if you're on the website for AB Quantum and you sort of scroll down, you can see that there are different levels of licensing, like ultralight, elite, and then professional, and what they give you. There's not that much difference in the cost between elite and professional, so that's just what we buy. But if you scroll down, there's a section on that webpage that says platform details.
Yeah.
And there is this section that says device connectivity list. I want you to click that.
Okay. All right.
Now,
Ooh, optics.
They license this technology to a bunch of partners. Okay. So the way that you want this to work is that your ballistic calculator is this app. Now, that means that I can set up my rifle, I can be on the firing line, and if I know my distance to target, I can plug in all my numbers and I can get a ballistic solution, right? But if you have other devices, like a rangefinder, for example, that is AB quantum powered, it can send data to the ballistic calculator.
Nice.
If you have an anemometer that is AB compatible, it can send weather and wind information to the ballistic calculator. So the whole idea is you build out your ecosystem and your workflow here to say, okay, I've got my Kestrel anemometer over here that's giving me wind speed and direction and humidity and temperature. I've got my laser rangefinder binoculars that are giving me distance, elevation, and angle of attack. That all gets fed into my ballistic calculator with all my other constants. Now my ballistic calculation is even better. So that has been the big investment for me this year is going down this ecosystem. And I have other laser rangefinders and things that I've tried with varying degrees of success. But this has been a really good experience. The app is super easy to use. Other like range finding apps that I have are super finicky. They're just not good. They're just not good apps. But this is like a really, really good app that's really, really well designed. So that's kind of my big three devices of the year, if you will.
Yeah.
What about you?
My favorite device of the year has to be my Asus ROG Xbox Ally X.
The thing that you weren't sure you were going to keep.
Yeah, I love that thing so much. It is just an absolute delight to use, even though I've kind of just written off the whole Xbox full screen experience for now. It's fine. I just use Armory Crate, but like it's so ergonomic. It plays the games I want to play. It's not the most powerful PC in the world, but it does get the job done. It's an absolute freaking delight. I love that thing. It's good. If you're looking to get into handheld gaming, I think it's there's the Legion Go S is also getting lots of reviews, but I think the ergonomics of the ROG Xbox Ally X, but the price is going to go up soon, so get on it. Because gestures and everything.
Yeah, no shit. You know what's really funny? So a friend of mine was looking to build a computer, and I'm like, now's not a good time.
Yeah.
So here, let's play a fun little game right now. Okay. So just for funsies, I was on the Micro Center website, as I do.
As one does.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
As one does. And one thing I really love about Micro Center is they do a really good job of doing bundles.
Okay.
So like if I go to the Micro Center website right now, I can go to PC parts and I can go to AMD motherboard bundles. Because if I was going to build a system right now, I would build AMD. And they have a bunch of different options in here. They kind of give you like some base starter things. So like, for example, there is an AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D, widely considered to be like one of the best all around, if not gaming CPUs you can buy. They're bundling that with a 32 gigs of RAM and an Asus and an Asus B650 motherboard. Is that the best motherboard in the world, the most powerful chipset? No, but if all you're going to do is throw a graphics card in it, hey, it's totally fine. How much you think?
800?
749. Very good. Very close.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one thing I really like about the Micro Center website is you can customize that bundle. So let's say we wanted to go a little bit bigger, right? Mm-hmm. So if I click the button here to customize the bundle, and I'm gonna take the 32 gigs of RAM to 64. Okay, so I gotta like click through their thing here. So just bear with me. So I'm gonna say 64 gigs of RAM, which is we'll just do two 32 gig chips. Okay. I won't even pick the fastest. Okay. I won't even pick the fastest memory.
So it was 750.
It was 750. I've doubled the RAM.
950? Higher? $1,100?
Almost $1,500.
Fuck.
Okay, now hold on. I got one more for you, okay?
Okay.
Let's say that you wanted to go big mode and you wanted to go 128 gigs of RAM. Okay. Now let's be clear. That's never been cheap, right? Like a 128 gig kit if you can even find them, has always been a little pricey. But I'm just gonna say, hey, I want to throw 128 gigs in this. The motherboard supports it. It's two 64 gig chips. Okay. Again, not picking the fastest memory on the list here. I'm just picking middle of the road stuff.
Is that going like 1600?
Well,
Oh, okay.
what
Okay.
do you think the total is?
So before it was, you said it was what, 12? Is that what you said?
14.
14. Oh, 14. Oh. So it's got to be 1800, $1,800. $2,000.
$2,200. Okay. Now, hold on, right? I'm just gonna do one more thing, right? Like the motherboard here, like I said, if it were me, it wouldn't be the motherboard I would choose. Like I would go to like a full ATX motherboard, and I would go with one of the more common chipsets here. So like a Asus, let's see here. Actually, I'll just do Gigabyte, like a Gigabyte X870 chipset. Um, the total cost of that bundle now with an upgraded motherboard, 9800X3D, 128 gigs of RAM is almost $2,600. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Now keep that number in mind for a second.
That's not even a video card yet. Yeah.
No. just keep that number in mind for a second. Okay. Now,
okay.
AMD also makes prosumer parts, right? So we're gonna do the same exercise real quick. AMD motherboard bundles. This is very relevant to my interest, right? This is like flirting with being a new Drew's Computer Corner, but just bear with me.
Okay.
So AMD Threadripper, that's their high end PC part. Okay, they have a bundle on their website that is a Threadripper 9960X. Okay, just to give you some stats real quick, that is a 24 core processor. Okay. It's like a 4 gigahertz processor or something like that, right? So it's pretty beefy. It is shipping with an AMD TRX 50 motherboard. Now, those are not cheap, right? Those are designed to be motherboards that support multiple high-end PCIe lanes, have a ton of like storage options, built-in connectors, all sorts of stuff, right? Really, really expensive motherboard. And it's bundled with again, not the most expensive, okay? But the bundle has 128 gigs of RAM in it. And it's ECC RAM, right? This is workstation level stuff. How much do you think that bundle is?
$4,000.
No. $2,600. So hear me out, right?
Yeah.
The computer to my right, is an AMD 9850, one of the higher end X3D 9800s, AM5, good Asus motherboard, 64 gigs of RAM. For what I could build that for right now, I could build a 128 gig Threadripper system with ECC RAM for a workstation. Like, am I going to game on it? No.
Yeah.
But like, I have been fucking around with AI here. Like, I could drop like a good Blackwell GPU in that. I'd be pushing 10 grand.
Right.
But I would still have more cores, more memory, everything else than a regular desktop PC.
Yeah.
So I was going through this exercise and I'm looking at that number like, am I going to build a new Threadripper system? Because bundle.
Do it for the content, Drew.
I mean, here's the thing, right? If I click that bundle and like it starts to get a little pricier if you change if you go with like a slightly higher end motherboard, but I don't think I would need to for this application. The memory, I wish it would show me the bundle, like what you're saving. Yeah, the memory is showing for $2,000, right? For $2,000, but you're bundling and saving. It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah, I read that like some of like the pre-built like gaming PC manufacturers are now just selling their computers without RAM. Basically, like it's your problem. Like,
which is so fucking stupid. Which is so fucking stupid, man. So fucking stupid. Anyway, I got a big kick out of that. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that was one of your other ones, and then you got the
I mean the other one. It's my iPhone 17 Pro. And
it just unlocked. It just unlocked when you showed it to me.
And it's not. And it's still locked. It's just showing you the live activity of the Blue Jackets game there. in some emails, some AI summaries of some emails I got. Apparently, Hey Dude's having a sale.
Okay, cool.
But I love this thing. It's so fast. I don't have the thermal problems, and it's in a beautiful orange color. I love this thing. I'm so delighted. So it's so pretty. It's gonna be hard giving up an orange phone next year.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous of it. It does look pretty nice. I saw it
It's
when you had
nice.
it here.
Mhm.
So that concludes our 2025 recap. Um, we're already at 50 goddamn minutes on this podcast. So
Why
two
don't we?
other little
Why don't we do the next one, and I'll leave my last one for next week. That will keep.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last thing we want to talk about, and this is more current events, is it was announced that Apple was basically going to use Gemini to power Siri.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
End of an era.
Yeah.
End of an
I
era.
mean, I'm just proud of Apple for realizing that like we can't ship something as good as Gemini, and just like screw it. We'll just buy it. We can't build it. We'll buy it.
Yeah.
I want to know how much money they're paying, or like are they just trading the same $1 million back and forth? Like like here's $1 million Apple for Google being the default search, and here's $1 billion for Gemini. Who knows? But the interesting part
Yeah.
is it's still going to run on Apple Cloud Compute. Like it is going to be a tuned version of Gemini, like built for like Apple's. It's going to power their like the article in The Verge mentions like their foundation models.
Mhm.
Those are the models like run on device that like you can access as a developer. And it can optionally go to like Apple Cloud Compute. Like it's that whole stack. They're basically just throwing away all their models for now and just like Gemini. Uh yeah.
I gotta say, I have fucked with local models and I have fucked with like pay per token models and things like that. And I think it's Gemini versus the world. Like I think Gemini is one of the better ones. That and
Yeah.
Claude Code, I think, are the two that if you're gonna force me to use two of them as a general knowledge assistant, I think Gemini is really, really good. And then Claude has been pretty good at helping me do some things locally too. What are you still using like Copilot
So like
or you're using Xcode?
yeah, so I personally pay for an OpenAI subscription, and I've
Hmm.
used that with Xcode. My company, we started out using like GitHub Copilot and all those models, but they've recently like started using Claude Code, and it's like noticeably better. So that's what they've been using primarily.
Hmm.
It's more expensive, but like even then for the price, like it's easy to justify. Like okay, it's $200 a user a month, I think, for like the high end, and
And it does
it,
really good.
and like it's easy to get $200 worth of productivity out of that thing. So like
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Like
it's an
just
easy
like
bill to pay.
standing up scaffolding of like a class
Hmm.
or something. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sort of a believer in that. It's interesting because right now I'm on a quest to get a really really good local chatbot running.
Okay.
And I'm just hamstrung with again, part of the reason I was looking at Threadripper systems is I'm just kind of hamstrung on resources because the video card in that system right now is only a 24 gig of video memory, and then it only has 64 gig of RAM. So even if I do some like GPU offloading, like some of the bigger like 96 billion token models are it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty good though. And like I said, my work, I get a subscription to Claude Code through my work. We have like every AI tool imaginable, just because we like incorporate that into our platform. So yeah, I get access to a lot of cool stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I was at the uh like last month I was at like Gartner Infrastructure Operations Cloud Services Conference. Big nerd. It's basically my job. And at breakfast I usually just pick a random table and sit down and talk to somebody. And happened to sit by someone. She worked for a company that builds data centers. Obviously she's real busy, and she's
uh
like, yeah,
huh.
like they're actually having a hard enough time finding enough concrete to pour for these data centers, because like they need like they these servers way more than other servers. They can't just use uh like they can't retrofit existing data centers because the servers are too heavy. So they have to build new ones. So they have to pour lots of concrete to support this stuff. And they're just yeah, it's like just this the stupid things AI is taking from all of us, and includes it's concrete. Yeah.
I mean, I personally think we're probably in a bubble at this point.
Oh, it's gonna
I
burst at
think
some point. Yeah.
I think when it crashes, it's not gonna be pretty for
Don't
everybody.
don't look at your 401k that day or your any investments. Just leave. Just ignore it.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Okay.
think LLMs are going anywhere, but like, yeah, at some point, like some of these, it's going to be some consolidation. Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, we'll bump your next topic to
mhm.
next week. I think that's
It
a
was,
pretty good podcast to
okay.
welcome us back to the world of recording.
Yeah. Uh, I'll wrap it up. Doingtheirbest.com. You can find all of the show notes there. We're also on the YouTube. Search for us on YouTube if you see watch the video version of this podcast.
And don't forget
Um,
TikTok.
yeah, we're posting shorts to YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Apparently, like I don't know, like each of the videos I posted on YouTube Shorts have got 1,200 views for some reason.
It's pretty
So
good.
yeah, so but yeah, we're everywhere you want to be, and hey, thanks for listening.